Hi everyone. Well, it looks like a very uncertain start to the week, well, at least the next couple of days, with possibly some wintry weather around. Although it does look like settling down later in the week, but it will be quite cold. So we've got these symbols here to match of some hoarfrost and rime over Vintner Down, and we've also got a little bit of frozen harbour here on the left hand side, and that's at Benbridge, taken a few years ago. So we probably won't be seeing scenes quite like that, but we certainly will be seeing some frosty weather, especially later in the week. So we'll have a brief look at the synoptic chart with the areas of high and low pressure and the temperatures overlaid to go with it. And you can see at the moment we've got in this area here, you can see these greens and these blues. So temperatures close to freezing, perhaps a little bit above, although right on the southern coast it's going to be a lot milder than that. And this little area of low pressure is moving through, which will be bringing some precipitation in the form of rain and sleet later on. And then as we move through into Tuesday and then into Wednesday, you can see the low pressures move out towards the east, and we get these very cold nights starting to develop, with high pressure then starting to form quite close to us. And you can see also the area of high pressure out here to the east as well, bringing in a little bit of extra colder weather. And so towards next weekend, it does look like it will be very cold and very frosty, with temperatures below freezing, well below freezing at night, and very close to freezing during the day. So we will be issuing a cold weather advisory for later in the week. So let's have a little start off here again with the old weather maps that we use. So you can see that it's going to be quite a wet second half of the night, and very unsettled and quite windy as well. And we see this areas of rain moving through, turning to sleet, and perhaps a little bit of snow over the hills, over the highest ground, perhaps even a little bit of a dusting here. But overall, the wintry weather tonight is going to be very localised and very limited. The temperatures will be 3 to 4 degrees Celsius, but closer to 1 to 2 over higher ground. And the wind will be at first coming in from the northeast and moderate to fresh, but then gradually moving around to the north to northwest towards the very end of the night, towards dawn. And then we look into tomorrow, and it's a fairly cloudy day. There'll be the odd shower here and there that could be wintry with a bit of sleet or hail, or maybe the odd snowflake mixed in. But in general, it'll be a generally dryish day, especially towards the afternoon, and with these temperatures around 3 or 4 degrees Celsius, so feeling quite chilly in the fresh northwesterly breeze. Then as we move into Tuesday, there are hints that we're going to see some kind of little area of low pressure moving close to us, but the models are very uncertain about this at the moment. A couple of the main models that we use are not showing this at all, but some of the other ones are. So at the moment we're putting it as this, with the risk of some wintry weather arriving possibly in more southern parts of the island, or just skimming southern parts, with some sleet or snow here. But in general, it looks like a fairly cloudy day after a relatively bright start. But yes, this risk of perhaps a little bit of wintry weather with some sleet and snow is very, very uncertain, and we will obviously give you a lot more on that. Tomorrow we should know pretty much where or what the risk will be of this happening, and it may be that it just misses us to the south. The temperatures on Tuesday will be around 2 to 3 degrees Celsius, closer to 3 in the north and around Windward Coast, but around 2 elsewhere, although closer to 1 in the far south if we do get this wintry mix. Now the wind will be fresh and coming in from the northeast, but gradually moving around to the northwest as a little area of low pressure moves through. Then as we move into Wednesday, not much changes really. We get a fairly brightish day with the odd shower here and there that may well be wintry, and but nothing too spectacular really. The temperatures will be around 4 degrees, possibly as high as 5 in the west and closer to the coast. But yeah, not a terrible day with the odd scattered shower in a moderate to fresh northwesterly breeze. Then as we move into Thursday, it's pretty much the same once again. So we're going to see some brighter spells, some sunshine at times, and just the outside chance of a wintry shower here and there. The temperatures will be around 4 or 5 degrees in the west, perhaps closer to 2 to 3 degrees in central and eastern parts, and the winds will be fairly variable, coming in really from somewhere in the northern quadrant, so perhaps west northwesterly to northerly, somewhere in that area it looks like, but they will be quite variable, so it's very difficult to say for sure, and they will be light to moderate. The temperatures overall, though, like I said, won't feel too cold, so if the winds are as light as this, so yeah, not a terrible second half of the week really. But we will show you one last thing quickly. So this is one of the other models that we use, and of course, as I said yesterday with the cold weather update, it can be taken with a pinch of salt, or perhaps even a rather large bucket of salt. But it does look like there could be some hints of some wintry weather developing, but it all depends on the track of this area of low pressure. If the area decides to stay out here in the English Channel, like some of them are showing, it will remain dry. But if it decides to push a little bit further north through Tuesday morning, we will begin to see some sleet and snow here. You can see the transition of sleet to snow in this area here. You can see the wind arrows showing the wind direction. So it's showing the wind be coming in from the northeast at this point, bringing the colder air off the mainland, keeping this mostly as snow, or at least apart from right on the very beaches themselves. So yeah, so that's where we're at really. It's a little bit uncertain at the moment still, but hopefully we'll get a bit of a clearer idea of what's going to happen as we move into tomorrow. So there we go really. Cold week coming up with the risk of a few scattered wintry showers, and there'll be frost at night as well. Although after Tuesday, especially Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and into the weekend, it will be much drier. It will give a bit of a chance to let some of this surface water drain away and get those river levels dropped a little bit. And yeah, so not too bad in the second half of the week, but turning much colder as well, with some harsh night frost and potentially some frost lasting right through the daytimes as well. Anyway, that's all for now. Goodbye.